Hey guys, welcome back to TikTok Radio IRL. Today I'm kind of freaking out because we're here with someone I'm a big fan of, Gracie Abrams. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
We've never met before, but
No.
we've crossed paths. And I don't know if you know this, but we were at the Grammys this year.
Yes.
You were nominated for Best New Artist. And we kind of were together in a time of crisis, or like, you know, a torrential downpour, if you will, that was the LA kind of tsunami.
That was intense.
It was very intense.
Did you get soaked as well?
I got soaked,
Yeah.
and I got soaked right next to you. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I look over, and you're like running in the rain. I'm like, there's Gracie. We're all in this together.
We really were all in that together.
Mm-hmm.
It was memorable.
It was, but I'm happy we're meeting now, and we're both dry.
I know we're dry.
Mhm.
Good for us.
We have protection. It's a big week for you. Not only did you perform live at the Eras Tour with Taylor Swift in London, but your album, The Secret of Us, is out now. So exciting.
Thanks.
My first question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you?
I'm doing well right now talking to you. I feel energized.
Oh.
You're recharging my social battery in real
good.
time.
Okay,
So
good. So, like, what's your number? Like a 4?
4 is good. 4 is good. 4 is good for right now. Yes, I'd say a solid 4.
Okay.
How about you?
Oh, me? I would say I'm at like a 4 or 5.
Okay,
I think
okay.
the espresso has really helped me. Like,
Oh, I'm behind on that.
Do you drink coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots.
Need it.
The Secret of Us, first of all, I love it. I've listened through it like 3 or 4 times.
you.
And I've seen that you have talked about with this album, it's kind of about growing up in your 20s and navigating these relationships and navigating adulthood, which is extremely relatable, not only to me, but to all of your fans. What's been... is there a song or a lyric in particular that you're surprised that people are really resonating with?
I think it's been cool because my favorite part of many of the songs are the bridges, and I think my favorite thing is seeing people's reactions to those.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with the way that people are finding the songs and kind of like paying attention to the lyrics. That means a lot to me. Free Now is one of my favorite songs, and that one I've seen people dig, and I'm stoked.
Love. Also, Risk too.
Yes.
I'm listening to it. I'm like, yes. I'm like, why am I being so dramatic over a man I've never even met?
Yeah, exactly. I know it's good to take notes on how to not be that way.
You and Taylor Swift had a late night together, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. to
We
be
did.
exact.
Yeah.
So first of all, I have to ask, how was it writing with Taylor Swift, writing that song Us?
It's so magical being in her orbit, period. But to see her in her element in that way is so inspiring. And honestly, I think considering it was off the back of a really long dinner and like lots of, you know, kind of confiding in each other about our lives and then about our albums, it was like the alchemy in the room was right for the drama of what the song kind of ended up being. Again, I was just talking about this with someone, but she sets the bar so high in terms of like how now I hope to feel every time I write one single line. Like there's such dedication and you know, just thought and care that goes into like the use of every single line. Nothing is wasted with her, and so I miss it. I'm like, oh, take me back. I'm
sure there will be another time, but watching those BTS videos of you guys kind of coming up with these lyrics together, I was like, this is incredible. I wish I was in the room. I felt like I was in the room, which was really cool.
Yeah,
and then
so
I
fun.
swiped the image, and this might be TMI, but I'm like, I think I was on the toilet on my phone, like
absolutely.
watching,
Must
and
be.
my jaw literally dropped because there was a fire.
Yeah, it was just this candle exploded when we were in the other room, and like, thank God we went back into the kitchen to get wine, and then it was the bonfire in the kitchen. But it was great. She to, you know, no surprise, just snapped into it and saved the day. I was stood back in the corner like being like
Yeah, Taylor's saving, and you're there filming.
I'm
the whole
filming.
thing.
I'm being useless. Here, do you want me to help you grab that?
I got it. Thank you.
Of course.
That's so funny. So was this before or after you guys wrote the song?
We had just finished the song.
Okay.
So it was actually maybe like some kind of like firework celebration, actually.
It didn't interrupt anything.
Didn't
you know?
interrupt anything, no.
That's
We
good.
both got like burns, but it's okay.
And all the cats were okay.
All the cats were okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Close to You is finally out by popular demand. Did you know how many people wanted to hear that song?
Yes, which I think partially over the past few years made me feel like I so don't want. There's some weird aversion to it. I think it just wasn't the right time for me when I wrote it. But they were all right. They were all right. And I'm wrong, and I'm dumb, and they're smart.
So right, it was worth the wait. I mean, your video, your TikTok with the song has 200 million views.
I think that's I just don't trust anything.
It's
Is that
true.
bad to say? I'm like, anyway.
It's true. I was
Okay,
going to
that's
ask,
cool.
like, how do you process that? People love that song.
That's so kind. I just I'm a skeptical girl. I'm like, algorithms freak me out, but I'm happy that people are finding it. That makes me
That's awesome.
feel
Congratulations.
warm and fuzzy inside. Thank you.
Congratulations. First of all, you have been performing on the Eras tour. You just did it. How has that been?
It's the best. It's like such a rare thing to find environments that are filled with that much joy and kind of light. And it's such a like multi-gen place to gather and express. And Taylor's so, masterful at getting people to feel things. And I think to do it in an environment that's packed with like 90,000 people is refreshing, because it's been, last summer, having been on the Eras tour, 3 days out of every week for 4 months, you're like, that is infectious. And it totally influenced my life overall, not just in terms of like career stuff with performing, but just I think that kind of energy seeped into my writing a lot. Just the way that people are so willing to express themselves, in a public place like that among strangers is pretty inspiring.
I'm sure it's pretty awesome to see all these like young girls and all these young people like resonating with your music, and you can see it in their eyes. They're so close to you.
Yeah, lucky.
No pun intended. But
I'll take it.
What's the catering like on?
Delicious. Oh my God! And by the way, Mac is my tour manager, so we were because I was back there this weekend, and it had been a couple months since we've been on the tour, and we're going back in the fall. But it's just always so good. They make the best food. I don't even know.
What does Gracie eat before she goes on stage?
It depends, because like whatever they make is just so friggin' good that like I'll eat anything and everything. But they've had bowl day, which like we're always really excited about, like bowl day sounds like the least sexy. Like, it's beautiful all the time, all the food. But, like, really good bowls, I don't know.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm sure there's, like, great desserts, too. Chocolate chip cookies. And
Every kind of dessert,
always. Okay, obsessed. We're on TikTok Radio. I have to ask,
Yes.
if you could describe your For You page in 3 words, what would it be?
It's, like, a lot of Sabrina, always, which makes my heart explode. I get a lot of, like, chiropractor videos. Is that okay?
It's on my thing.
It is?
It's my next question.
Oh my God, yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Absolutely.
Because you love chiropractor
But
videos.
I've never done it myself, which I think is probably part of the fascination. Is like, I don't want my head to be wrapped in that thing that then gets pulled, but
Okay.
I love seeing other people do it.
What part of the body is the most satisfying to you for cracking?
I recently learned that my wrists can crack in a way that's pretty cool. Like that. I like knees.
Oh, you're like, okay, these are not common cracking areas.
Listen, it's just a niche thing I like.
I crack. I'm like a back crack, a neck crack.
Of course,
fingers,
you got to get in there.
And the way people gasp at the sound, when I'm just like, wait, let's see if I can
do it. Ooh!
Thank you. All right.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
We're finishing
And
on
with
that. And with that.
Oh my
crack.
God! See, I can't do that shit myself. I can't do that myself, but I love it.
I'll teach you after.
I think like the way that people feel about ASMR is probably the way that I feel about cracking.
I love that. Well, thank you so much.
Whispers or crack.
We're going to crack your neck after this. Thank you so much for coming on TikTok
I get
Radio.
like actually paralyzed on SiriusXM.
Yes.
That'd be
See you guys
bad.
next time. Thank
Bye,
you.
Thank you.